Hello and a warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Race Preview on this Wednesday meeting here at Bangalore for this 11th day of the Bangalore Winter meeting. We start with the first race coming up, the Div.II of the National Tourism Day Plate, and we start off with the first runner coming up with the number 1, the Strength. The Strength was in almost in that mid-pack and ended up fine third on this occasion. Aceros was the one who was angling for his run. Chain of Thoughts, number 4 in the card, is out of Green Coaster of Angeling. Finished on 4th, was a winner in his last outing, was Chain of Thoughts, and finished on 4th on this occasion. Started to gallop on the outside, but could only come and finish on 4th. Chisok was the winner, rated at 37 for tongue strap cross band. The Strength is rated at 40 for tongue strap, and Aceros finished on 9th out of 9 runners. Last on this occasion, dropped back rapidly and ended up finishing on last, in fact, as Aceros, wherein Narada B spokes for tongue strap rated at 38. Number 3 will be Chilbul Rani. Chilbul Rani ran third. Sociable was the winner of this race, and Chilbul Rani was the one was up there and ended up finishing on third on this occasion. Led the field for most part of the journey. Dropped back gradually to end up finishing on third, but did run a good race enough to run into the money. Is Chilbul Rani. Junipata Secret Love rated at 38, having run 4th behind Cool Rider on his previous occasion, knocking at the door. 5 will be Tiger Returns. Tiger Returns was the one in the silks of dark green with white hoops, was Tiger Returns. Starting to gallop. That orange sheepskin noseband was Tiger Returns. Came and ran, ending up third out of 8 runners. Gold Grey was the winner of this race, and Tiger Returns did end up in the money, finishing on third. From tongue strap cross noseband rated at 35 is number 5, Tiger Returns. 6 will be Flamingo Road. Flamingo Road ran. Flamingo Road was the one who ran third on this occasion, having led the field for most part of the journey, and then given a couple of backhander and ended up ultimately running third out of 9 runners. Sophia was the winner of this race, but Flamingo Road did end up finishing on third. Did run a good race and from Tungsta Crossnose Band, rated at 29. Ran for the first time this season. Beldona comes in next, who ran third. Capriati was the winner, and Beldona was ridden way off the pace to come and end up finishing on third out of 10 runners. Was Beldona in the silks of red and blue stripes. Is Beldona 10 star at a Stella Affair, finished on third, having run 13th in Mysore, and third on this occasion. Capriati the winner. Rorito comes in next, who finished third. Singh Saab was the winner, and Rorito in the silks of light blue with orange disc armband is Rorito, finished on third. Well, catching up with the front runner, but eventually ended up finishing on third on this occasion is Rorito towards the inner railing, but in fact a long way third, but finished on third on this occasion. Singh Saab was the winner, rated at 23 for Tungsta Crossnose Band. 9 will be Cash Out, and number 10 Rudram. Both these runners come for the scrutiny with the A display, the eventual winner, and Cash Out was the one, pretty consistent. In fact, if you're looking for model of consistency, this is the horse which has run 3 times, and all the 3 times in the money, ran third behind Rightly Noble, second behind Alaskan Jewel, and second behind A display, rated at 21 for Tongue Strap. Rudram on the other hand ran 7th to Chain of Thoughts, and 11th out of 12 runners behind A display, rated at 21 for blinkers is Rudram. A display won by a comfortable margin of 2 1/4 length. We move on to the second race coming up as we wind up the pre of the first. We move on to the second race, the Division 3 of the Gateway of India Plate. Handicap horses rated 20-45, distance 1400. Arrowhead was the one we have a look at. Arrowhead was the one who was tucked in towards the rail side. Had that lovely opening, in fact, is Arrowhead. This is the Hyderabad run looking at. Ran ending up 6th out of 6 runners last, where Queen Envy was the eventual winner in this race. But having run in Bangalore summer, 4th behind Nicolina and 3rd behind Conobus is Arrowhead in last summer. But this is the Hyderabad run looking at in the 1000 guineas, finished on 6th, rated at 30. Sir Tyrrell comes in next. Win Legend of Adoring Bay is Sir Tyrrell. Well, in the silks of grey with red Maltese crosses, Sir Tyrrell finished on 10th out of 10 runners last on this occasion in race number 4, and ended up finishing on a pretty bad last. Triple Wish was the winner of this race, but did had a mock race, in fact, the other day. Is Sir Tyrrell's from Tungsta Crossnose Pen basket bet, rated at 30. Well, Triple Wish quick and well at all important end to win by 8.5 lengths. The Perfect Choice is the next runner. Chinese Whispered of Choice House is the Perfect Choice. The Perfect Choice ran fourth. Montalina was the winner of this race. Race number 58 is the one which is in question, and did end up by finishing on fourth on this occasion is the Perfect Choice. And the colors are black with yellow spots is Perfect Choice. Improved and ended up finishing on fourth on this occasion with three-way finish out there. And ultimately winning that was Montalina. Perfect Choice ran into the money, finishing on fourth. Spun Blinkers Tongue Strap, rated at 30. And four will be Bruce Almighty, who finished on seventh is Bruce Almighty. Gradually fading out of the scene is Bruce Almighty to finish on last on the starting. The winner being Stormy Ocean, winning by a comfortable margin, and Bruce Almighty on both occasions ran 7th, rated at 28th. From Tongue Strap, Pacifiers, Side Cheek Pieces, Bruce Almighty. And 5 will be Foy. Late Blue Dew is Foy. Was last, in fact, was Foy, and then improved to end up by finishing on 7th out of 10 runners. Queen Envy was the winner of this race. This is race number 118 you're looking at, having run 9th and Crown Concert on the previous occasion in Bangalore Summer. And this is a subsequent run in Bangalore Summer, where in race number 118 finished on ending up 7th, rated at 27 is Foy. Moving ahead, and number 10 in the card, that's Mystical Merkaba, are the two runners who finished on 8th. Is Mystical is moving ahead, and Santorino was the winner of this race. But let's have a look at moving ahead's credential in his previous occasion, having run in Mysore, finished 9th behind Capital Gain, and subsequently ran 8th out of 10 runners in race number 69 of this current winter. Santorini is the winner of this race, rated at 27 Spun Blinkers Tongue Strap, whereas Mystical Merkaba finished on 4th on this outing. In the silks of white with orange, royal blue, and dark green belt is Mystical Merkaba. Finished on 4th out of 10 runners, rated at 24 Spun Tongue Strap and Cross Nose Band. 8 will be Southern Aristocrat. Southern Aristocrat ran 6th. Capriati was the winner of this race, and Southern Aristocrat was the one in the silks of light green with yellow star is Southern Aristocrat, having run 2nd on the first occasion being Baba Was, and in this occasion 6th out of 10 runners being Capriati is Southern Aristocrat. This is race number 64 you're looking at, rated at 26. In race number 64 is Southern Aristocrat. 9 will be Fire Finch. Fire Finch is out of excellent art out of Rainbow Queen, who's had 2 outings in this current winter, and both occasions ran 8th. The 8th being Siege Courageous, and 8th out of 9 runners being Sophia is Fire Finch. Excellent art out of Rainbow Queens for Tungster Crossnose Band, rated at 25 is number 9, Fire Finch. The third race will be the Luni Plate. Distance is 1600 meters. Number 1 will be Jersey Legend, who ran 8th. Gold Grey was the winner of this race, and Jersey Legend in the silks of royal blue with orange sash, orange sleeves is Jersey Legend, who has had a couple of outings in his previous occasion, and in this run ran 8th, having run 4th being Jokshan in the previous run. Ended up 8th out of 8 runners, or a Scuddy Trip. Gold Grey the winner, rated at 24 is Jersey Legend. 2 will be Stella Gold. Stella Gold finished on ending up 7th. The next runner coming up for scrutiny was in that back bunch, sporting that white cap, second last in fact, and did end up by finishing on 7th out of 9 runners is Stella Gold. Mira was the winner of this race, winning by a margin of a long neck, where Stella Gold finished on 7th. In the Oaks is Stella Gold, rated at 23 from Tongue Strap and Hanging Bed. Number 3 will be Speed 7. Speed 7 was in the 4th position and finished on ultimately 6th with Baba Was, the winner of this race. 4th being Alaskan Jewel and 2nd being Turkoman. This is the run where Speed 7 finished on 6th out of 8 runners. Baba Was is the winner, whereas number 5 in the card, that's Memorable Time, finished on 5th out of 8 runners being Baba Was on this occasion, having run 3rd behind Mega Accesses, rated at 19 is Memorable Time. And also coming up for scrutiny would be Nime Exalted Dream, who finished on 4th out of 8 runners, did the running and faded out to end up finishing on 4th out of 8 runners in race number 48. As for Tongue Strap, rated at 13. Sedgefield out of Sweet Essence is number 9, Exalted Dream. 4 will be My Vision. My Vision ran 5th. Golden Time was the winner, and My Vision is out of Night Store. Out of Someone Special is My Vision. This is race number 39 you're looking at. Finished on 5th out of 8 runners. Golden Times is the winner of this race. Well, Quick and Well, the all-important end is Golden Time, and My Vision in the silks of Sky Blue with Yellow V finished on 5th out of 8 runners, rated at 20 Swan Blinkers Tongue Strap. 6 will be Elite Agent. Elite Agent ran 8th on the sorting is Elite Agent. There you can see on the top of your screen, given a couple of backhanders, but ran with the bunch. In fact, as Elite Agent to run 8th out of 9 runners. Singh Saab was the winner, having run last 3 occasions. Fourth being Rightly Noble, fourth being Shade of Thoughts, and fourth being Activated. It's surprisingly a disappointing run coming in from Elite Agent on this occasion, rated at 17, sporting cross nose band. And 7 will be Dawn Rising. Dawn Rising ran 10th. Spirit Dancer was the winner. Smuggler's Covert of Steady Moment is Dawn Rising, who finished 10th out of 10 runners, last on the starting in race number 37, where Spirit Dancer eventually wrapped up this race to win by a margin of 3/4 of a length in race number 37, rated at 16. From Tungstar Cross Nose Band Side Cheek Piece is number 7, Dawn Rising. 8 will be Love. Let's have a look at Love's credential. Who ran 4th. Turkoman was the winner of this race. Rodrigo Conor out of Constantina is the number 8, Love. Well, finished on 4th on the sorting, 4th out of 6 runners in race number 31, where Turkoman had already quickened well to wrap up that race over that 9 furlong trip. And Love on that occasion finished on 4th out of 6 runners, but putting pacifiers rated at 14 is number 8, Love. Number 10 will be Russian Romance. Russian Romance ran 8th. The Sunshine Prince was the winner, and Russian Romance was the one who finished on 8th on this occasion, having run twice 4th. This is the summer footage run you're looking at, and after that ran 7th being Clockner, with 6th being Mrs. Thatcher, and in this occasion over that mile trip finished on 8th out of 11 runners. Sunshine Prince is the winner, rated at 13 is number 10, Russian Romance. 11 will be Paradise Beckons. Smuggler's Covert or Shades of White is Paradise Beckons, who ended up finishing on 7th. Alaskan Jewelers, the winner last, in fact, is Paradise Beckons, and did end up by finishing on 7th out of 7 runners, although given a couple of cracks or so, but the response is none with Paradise Beckons to end up finishing on 7th out of 7 runners. In race number 16, Alaskan Jewel, the runaway winner, rated at 12 from Tungstrap Hood and Crossnose Band. Coming up the Division 2 of the Gateway of India Plate, the distance run is 1400, for horses rated 20 to 45. We have a look at Zavich coming up for scrutiny, who ran 2nd. Bangalore was the winner of this race, winning by a comfortable margin is Bangalore, half-length verdict, and previously ran 2nd again behind English Bay is Zarwich, and 2nd on this occasion over that 7 furlong trip behind Bangalore is Zarwich. Did the running for most part of the journey, and Bangalore came and swooped onto the front runner, rated at 37 point Blinkers Tungster Cross Nose Band. 2 will be Maybach. Maybach ran 2nd. Sophia was the winner, and Maybach finished on 2nd on the starting. Well, in the silks of yellow with Sarais and Royal Blue Belt is Maybach. Came up with a rerun to come and finish on a fine 2nd on the starting. Sophia, winner of this race, rated at 31. 3 will be Aquamatic. Aquamatic ran 5th. Stormy Ocean was the winner, and Aquamatic was the one who was angling for his run with the blaze on its forehead. Is Aquamatic slightly shifting out and ended up finishing on 5th on both occasions. 5th being Tignanello, and 5th out of 7 runners being Stormy Ocean is Aquamatic. Running over higher trips is Aquamatic over that 2,000-meter trip, and ran 5th, rated at 30. Spun Blinkers, Crossnose Band and Hood. 4 will be Ice Storm. This is the mice run you're looking at, and Ice Storm was the one. Sedgefield out of Night Dancer ran 7th. 7th behind D Fighter, and 7th out of 15 runners behind Southern Fantasy is Ice Storm. This is race number 132 in the Mysore season run you're looking at, rated at 30. Spun Tongue Strap is Ice Storm. Well, 5 will be Mace. Mace is the one we look at, where Mace finished on 8th after that 3rd in his previous run behind English Bay. Surprisingly, ran a poor race in his subsequent outing in race number 59, finishing on 8th out of 9 runners behind English Bay. Again is the Mace, rated at 30. Pretty hard to digest after that good performance, running a bad race on his subsequent outing. 7 will be Roman Par, and number 9 in the card, that's the Athabasca. Well, Roman Par was the one who started off his campaign this winter with 7th being Kulsum, and subsequently put in an improved performance, running 3rd out of 10 runners being Santorini is Roman Par. Led the field for most part of the journey and dropped back to run 3rd. Pontangster Crossnose Band rated at 30, whereas number 9, the Athabasca, finished on 5th out of 10 runners. This is race number 69 you're looking at, finished on 5th out of 10 runners in race number 69. This current winter season, Sanisbar Akumal of Athabasca Stars for Blinkers Tongue Strap, rated at 30. 8 will be Royal Grant. Royal Grant ran 6th. Kulsum was the winner, and Royal Grant was the one who was waiting to take the run in between runners, but did end up by finishing on 6th out of 7 runners, where Kulsum, took out the running at the all-important end, and then fought out the issue and ultimately won by a margin of a shorted, in fact, is Kulsum, whereas Royal Grant ran 6th after the 10th pin. Star Admiral rated at 30. Princess Jasmine comes in next, who ran 4th. Stars Above was the winner of this race, was a fancied runner, gulped on a lot of money on this occasion in race number 73, having run 2nd in his previous run behind Singh Saab, and in this occasion 4th out of 9 runners. Stars Above, the winner, rated at 29. From tongue strap is number 10, Princess Jasmine. 11 will be Silver Swift. Silver Swift ran 4th. Gold Grey was the winner, who finished on twice 4th, in fact, as Gold Grey. 4th behind Golden Tiger, and in the Golden Time, in fact, in race number 39, and subsequently ran 4th again in race number 63 behind Gold Grey is Silver Swift. Pensionator Success Harris, putting blinkers, tongue strap, rated at 29 is Silver Swift. The 5th race coming up, the Srikantadatta Narasimharaja Vadiyar Memorial Trophy. Handicap for horses rated 70 and above. Distance run is 1200 meters. We have a look at number 1, Naughty Dancer. Well, the Mysore footage run you're looking at, having run 2nd behind Trafalgar on the previous occasion of that mile trip, was a fancied runner, and on this occasion ran 4th behind Siege Perilous is Naughty Dancer. Gustard Daffodils, Tongue-Strap Basket Bet rated at 102. 2 will be Golden Guest. Well, Golden Guest ran 3rd. Golden Oaks was the winner, and Golden Guest is our excellent order. The Queen's Quest is Golden Guest. Race number 26 finished on 3rd out of 4 runners, 3rd right throughout, and finished on there itself is Golden Guest in race number 26 of this current winter run, where Golden Oaks was the winner of this race, rated at 86. One blinkers, tongue strap. 3 will be Star Glory, and number 6, Forever Together, are the next 2 runners. Star Glory was the one who ran 2nd behind De Villiers on the first occasion, but subsequently wrapped up that race in race number 52, winning by a margin of 1 1/4 length, beating Aztec Queen is Star Glory, rated at 78. But the other run in this race is Forever Together, finished on 7th out of 8 runners over that 6 furlong trip, having run 2nd in Mysore and Sadiq, and in this occasion ended up 7th out of 8 runners is Forever Together. Excellent out of nearness, a few tongue strap rubber day bit, rated at 73. And 4 will be Payo. Payo comes in next, who ran 2nd. Imperial Blue is the winner. This is race number 28 you're looking at, finished on 2nd out of 7 runners. In race number 28 is Payo. Be Safe out of Lynette, tongue strap, rated at 76 is number 4, Payo. Five will be Caracas, who ran 2nd. Evaldo was the winner of this race, and Caracas was the one who had been produced the widest of all, in fact, and ran 2nd behind Evaldo is Caracas. Well, in the silks of white with claret Maltese cross, hoop sleeves and hooped cap is number 5, Caracas. He supported a Corsican Gal in race number 128, having won a race beating Payo in the previous occasion, and in this run ended up finishing on 2nd out of 14 runners is Caracas, rated at 75. Spawning blinkers is number 5, Caracas, where Evaldo swamped onto the front runner to eventually win by a margin of 4 1/4 length. We move on to the 6th race, the running of the Bangalore Winter Million Grade 3, and number 1 will be Cat's Whisker, the winner of this race, and number 2, Bold Act, also coming up for scrutiny. Both the runners we have a look at, but let's start off with the first runner coming up will be Cat's Whisker in the silks of gold with brown belt and brown cap. Eventual winner in this race, winning by a margin of 3/4 of length, although last waltz was the winner, was the one who was catching up with the front runner, but Cat's Whisker staved off the challenge put in by last waltz and eventually won that race, winning by 3/4 of length in race number 25. Bold Act did end up finishing on 5th out of 5 runners in race number 25 is Bold Act. Speaking of which, of Adela, Fearless Joy, in fact, is the next runner. Fearless Joy, race number 41 is the one which is in question, and Fearless Joy is, speaking of which, of Heaven is Here is Fearless Joy. finished on third at 6 runners. Third right throughout, in fact, is Fearless Joey. In the silks of royal blue with white disc, white spots is Fearless Joey, where Za was the winner, and Fearless Joey on his opening outing ran a good race and have spun tongue strap. Crosswater, well, Crosswater was the one in the colors of red with gold cross sashes, gold cap, finished on fourth at 7 runners. Is number 5 Crosswater. Stellantis literally decimated the opposition on this occasion to win by a margin of 3 3/4 lengths, and Crosswater finished on fourth out of 7 runners. Spun tongue strap, crossnose band and basket bit is number 5 Crosswater. Dali out of Spyglass Hill. The 7th race coming up, the feature event of the day, the running of the Bangalore Racecourse 168th year Commemoration Trophy. And we have a look at the first runner, Kensington. Let's have a look at Kensington, who was leading the pack and then ultimately ran a good second. 3/4 lengths separating the first 2 runners between Ivaldo and Kensington. Lives to fight another day, rated at 91 from tongue strap crossnose band is number 1 Kensington. 2 will be Siege Perilous, who ran second. Leopard Spark was the winner of this race, and Siege Perilous ran second. This is the Chennai run you're looking at, where Leopard Park was the one who finished on as an eventual winner. And also coming up will be number 7 in the card. We also have a look at 7. That's Watch My Stars, but Siege Perilous, who ran second, did run a good race enough to run second, although the margin between the first 2 runners 2 3/4 lengths. For tongue strap is 2 speed Siege Perilous, and Watch My Stars ran fourth, putting crossnose band rated at 67. 3 will be All Attractive. All Attractive ran second on this outing, with number 5 Imperial Blue also coming up for scrutiny, ran third. Forest Flame was the winner of this race. But let's have a look at the first runner, All Attractive, who finished on second, being produced on the wide outside, did come and catch up with the front runner is All Attractive. 1 1/4 lengths separating the first 2 runners, with Forest Flame eventually winning this race, and All Attractive is rated at 98. 5 on the other hand, Imperial Blue did the running for most part of the journey and ultimately ran a fine third on this outing, having won a race in his previous occasions. From tongue strap crossnose band rated at 90 is Imperial Blue. Automatic, the next runner. Automatic ran third. Silverius was the winner of this race over the 2,000-meter trip, having run twice in Bangalore winter, and ran third behind Ivaldo, and subsequently ran third again behind Silverius in over that 2,000-meter trip. Is Automatic. Certainly knocking at the door, in fact, is Automatic, and finished on ending up third. From tongue strap crossnose band rated at 88. Although this old warhorse with lot of potential, should run some good races, is Automatic. And 6 will be Moon's Blessing. Moon's Blessing was the eventual winner in this race. Or Moon's Blessing finished on as an eventual winner, beating Etosha by a margin of 1 length. In fact, from a pillar to post victory, won by a margin of 1 length. In fact, is Moon's Blessing. Win Legend of Stimulate, but tongue strap rated at 75. The 8th race will be the Gateway of India Plate Division-1. We have a look at Erdani, late Royal Glory. The winner of this race is Erdani, who finished on as an eventual winner, beating Sardar by a margin of a neck, although Sardar was the one who was catching up with the front runner, and Erdani was the one who just managed to win by a margin of a neck, in fact, and did run a good race to just managed to win by a margin of a neck. Spun basket bid rate 41. 2 will be Adjustment. Well, Adjustment was the one up there in front, still took out the running, and it slipped into the lead and ultimately quickened at the all-important end to win by 2 3/4 lengths. Adjustment. That's the way Adjustment won, quickening away from the field to win by 2 3/4 lengths. Archway ran, ending up second, rated at 40, spinning basket bid and crossnose band. 3 will be Super Ruffian. Well, Super Ruffian was the one, very prominently positioned as Super Ruffian, and looked like he was waiting to take the run, but ultimately dropped out to end up finishing on 4th on the outing as Super Ruffian, having run second behind Jokshan, and 4th out of 12 runners behind Augusto is Super Ruffian, rated at 40s for tongue strap wood and pacifiers. Pacify blinkers. 4 will be Sociable. Sociable was the one, the one who ran third on the outing, having won in his last outing, beating Step of Destiny, and in this occasion ended up finishing on third out of 11 runners behind Ballard is a Sociable. Came in far too late to end up finishing on third. From tongue strap crossnose span, rated at 38. Sophia is the eventual winner. Sanesparakoma or Sovetskaya is Sophia. Well, the eventual winner in this race, won in style, in fact, on this outing is Sophia. well, just shown the whalebone and ended up winning this race by 2.25 lengths, beating Maybach's Sophia's from tongue stop rated at 38. 6 will be Capriati, the eventual winner, and number 10, the Golden Dream, are the two runners. But let's have a look at Capriati's credential. Well, Capriati is the one who ran 7th on the first starting behind Triple Wish, with second behind Galloping Ahead, and winner beating Baroness is Capriati's from Tungster Crossing Span rated at 37. Whereas the other runner in this race is number 10, the Golden Dream. The Golden Dream ran 8th on the starting, having run 9th behind Bangalore, and in this occasion, 8th out of 10 runners rated at 32. Spun Blinkers and Crossnose Band is number 10, the Golden Dream. This is race number 64 you're looking at, and Capriati eventually won by a margin of 1.25 length. 7 will be Always Happy. Always Happy ran second. Splendido was the winner of this race, and Always Happy was the one who was traveling almost about to one off the fence, and starting to catch up with the front runner is Always Happy, but did end up by finishing on 2 lengths behind Splendido is Always Happy in race number 36. Did run a good race on this occasion is Always Happy from Tungster Crossers Band, hanging bit rated at 36. 8 will be Armory. Armory is the one in the silks of white with orange, royal blue and dark green belt is Armory, who ran 3rd out of 9 runners in race number 74 is Armory. 1 Lucky Dane at a Mustard is 8 Armory, where Bangalore was the winner of this race over that mile trip rated at 34 for Tongue Stop and Cross Nose Band. 9 will be Born King. Born King ran 5th. Montalina was the winner of this race, and Born King was the one who finished on 5th on the starting. Well, given a couple of backhanders and ultimately finished on 5th out of 8 runners on this occasion, having been fancied in Mysore, and ran on second behind Antineri on that occasion. But this run ran 5th out of 8 runners. Montalina, the winner, rated at 33 from Tungster Crosses Band and Basket Bed. And we want to the last race coming up, the Division 1 of the National Tourism Day Plate. We have a look at number 1 Panama and number 7 Baltimore. These are the 2 runners we have a look at. But let's start off with the first runner, Panama. This horse did run a good race. In fact, in race number 70, finished on 2nd after a long layoff. In fact, ran last in 2020-21 Bangalore winter, and running after a long layoff, and did run a good race. Ran a forward race and ended up finishing on a shot at 2nd behind Chisocks is Panama. Tungster Crossers Band rated at 45. Whereas Baltimore 2nd behind Smithsonian and 7th out of 9 runners behind Chisocks. Tungster Crossers Band rated at 38. Jokshan comes in next, who was the eventual winner in this race is Jokshan. Well, this is race number 62, having run 2nd behind Flying Quest, and winner on this occasion is Jokshan. Well, won by a margin of 3 lengths, in fact, is Jokshan. Phoenix Star at a Ketuda is Jokshan, and a fine win coming in from the Silks is Jokshan, winning by a margin of 3 lengths, rated at 42 spot tongue strap. And 3 will be King's Speech, and number 8 also coming up will be Queen Regnant. Well, 3 King's Speech. Speaking of which, out of Amelia is King's Speech, who ran 3rd on the starting, 2nd behind Pinnacle Point, 5th behind Superkind, and 3rd behind Pelucious King's Speech. Responding Blinkers, Tungster Crossers Band rated at 42, whereas the other runner, that's Queen Regnan, finished on 8th out of 8 runners, last on the starting, and Pelucious the eventual winner. Well, Pelucious got that opening at 20 runners and slipped through to eventually win by a margin of a length, but Tungster rated at 38. 4 will be Osiris. Osiris ran 7th. Anakin was the winner of this race, and Osiris was the one is at a Phoenix Star out of Allied Cause. As Osiris has had almost 4 runs, in fact, in winter, and all his 4 runs disappointing, having run 5th being Tranquilla, 10th being Superkind, 6th being 4-wheel drive, and 7th being Anakin. That's the form and credential of Osiris, rated at 42 spun blinkers, Tungster Crossnose Band. 5 will be Ombudsman. Ombudsman ran 6th. The English Bay was the winner, and Ombudsman was the one in the colors of white with dark green horseshoe is Ombudsman. Ended up finishing on 6th on the starting. Both the occasions ran 6th, having run 6th being Tranquillo and 6th being English Bay is Ombudsman. Came in and ended up finishing on 6th, though the sprint trip rated at 41. Classic Charm is number 6 in the card, who ran 2nd. Augusto was the winner, and Classic Charm was warming up on the outside and looked like he would come and win this race, but Augusto flew in the last part to eventually beat Classic Charm by a length, and previously having run 2nd behind 4-wheel drive. Certainly knocking at the door on this occasion is Classic Charm from Tungstar Crosses Band, rated at 40. And we move on to the next runner, that's number 9, that's Ozark. Ozark was the one. What's the script of the Jack in the Cat is Ozark, who's had almost 4 outings, and all his 4 runs disappointing, in fact, having run 9th bin Pinnacle Point, at 7th bin 4-wheel drive, 6th bin Montelina, and 6th bin Isn't She Beautiful is Ozark. What's the script of Jack in the Cat? Ran a disappointing race on this occasion for Blinkers Tungstar, rated at 27, no form to go by. And the last runner for the day coming up will be Anne Boleyn. Anne Boleyn ran 6. Gold Grey was the winner. Well, Anne Boleyn is a top class out of Ace Empress Jessie, who started off as a winter campaign with the 4th pin Flying Quest, with 5th pin Chain of Thoughts, and in this occasion 6th out of 8 runners led the field and dropped back to end up finishing on 6th is Anne Boleyn for Tungstar Port Side Chickpeas, rated at 24. So that's why the pre of today's races. Will journey tomorrow for the biggest and the most glittering event of the winter racing season, the Wolf 777 Bangalore Derby coming up. Until then, thank you for all of us.